What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more soft cell. And we're going back to this last night in Sodom, 1984. Once again, shout out to Kim, Han Solo, all the folks involved in the soft cell journey in terms of providing the raw material for us, as well as providing insight and interpretations about the songs as we've gone along. And I've mentioned before, you can definitely feel, and the last track, people talked about it in particular. Indeed, I think Kim quoted, was it Dave, who was saying retrospectively that this album sounds like a pair of people who've lost control. And I definitely have been feeling that, and La Escuelita felt perhaps more like that than any other tune. That really was a monumental track, and not only have I re-listened, but it's a funny thing, I shoot a lot of reactions, and every once in a while one will stand out just as I'm doing it, and after I finish shooting it, it's like, holy smokes, that was a really incredible reaction, the way it felt doing it. And that definitely was one of those. So again, shout out to them, even as they're sort of coming apart at the seams, or about to fly off the edge. They still were making compelling, incredible music. So yeah, either way, the next tune is Down in the Subway, which LA does have sort of an underground slash train system, but it's not like New York, it's not like London, it's not an elaborate and the type of experience that nearly everyone who lives in the city has. So I don't quite have that physical environment as part of my own history, but I am aware of, in certain places, especially those two cities, maybe more than any other, it is a daily part of life for a great many people. And given the context of the album and the nature of a lot of the cultural and social atmosphere, the psychological atmosphere that's surrounded the songs on the record so far, I would say it's likely to be a bit seedy, perhaps a bit disreputable and dangerous down in the subway. So let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Soft Cell. The track is Down in the Subway, and it's from the 1984 album This Last Night in Sodom.
I've got so many troubles, so I feel like I could cry. Going down in the subway, I jump on the train tracks and die. Down in the subway, I hide these tears of mine. Down in the subway, I'm gonna cry till the end of the line. You're too mean to smile. Every day is stormy. Oh, you're an evil child. I've got so many troubles, so I feel like I could cry. Going down in the subway, jump on the track and die. Going down in the subway,
it's clever, it's wicked, it's dark, it's sad, it's zany, and it's also very oldie-timey homage to, again, sort of like a 50s, 60s tune, you know, singer group, sort of Motown style. Just incredible. And it's, again, I was thinking about the atmosphere of the underground, and, you know, I suppose it is implicitly contrasted with the bright lights and the garish, you know, social environment above. But the idea of like going underground, you like go onto the subway and you're like crying the whole way to the end of the line, like, you know, not getting off at any of the stops, using it for, I suppose, like depressive cathartic purposes rather than actual transportation. But yeah, it felt like it was more about his psychological journey, and then, you know, the heavier destination down there, jumping on the tracks and dying. Like, you know, again, not jumping on the train, which you often hear, oh, you jumped on a train, you rode it, you know, to who knows where, but it was, no, like jumping on the tracks and dying, which is the ultimate sort of, you know, the eventual end of that line of thinking and attitude. So again, it just feels like a tune that's like unabashedly exploring what it's like to have extreme feelings, including extremely negative feelings. But yeah, I like using the subway as the setting for that psycho-emotional intensity, and also, again, at least implicitly contrasting it with being out above. So yeah, a fun tune, like a finger snapping, foot tapping, oldie timey tune about really dark attitudes and ultimately, you know, self-destruction. Incredible. Again, shout out to Soft Cell. I keep talking about some different groups that I think are working on a different level. I was talking about it in a Pet Shop Boys video, in this same session. But Soft Cell, it's like, it's crazy. Again, like, at a time when like spiraling like out of any semblance of, you know, restraint or you know, by the book or, you know, by the numbers, whatever, but at the same time just making really engaging and clever music. So and I told Kim, I'm really excited to go through Mark's solo stuff, and, you know, having gotten a little bit of a taste for it now, I am keen to bring that in the not too distant future. So I'll try to work that in as soon as I can, and again, try to balance everything, which I know people are sympathetic to. But yeah, again, I am a musical omnivore and also nomad, meaning, you know, on any given day I can't quite predict what's going to happen perfectly. I always have a plan. I always write out a number of deep dives that I'm trying to get back to, and some that I'm just trying to make sure that you know, I know where know where I am in that journey. But inevitably, again, my brain is fragile and feeble from time to time. So I appreciate the patience, the understanding. I will continue to try to get around to everything, including Soft Cell, including the grid, which I really haven't been back to in a while. I do apologize to Kim in particular, and to any others who have been following that journey. But yeah, we'll keep going through everything. I'm not going anywhere, so hopefully you're not either. Let me know what you think of the Soft Cell tune. I will see you next time. Peace.